Hi, everyone. This is just a quick video to give you some tools to use over the long holiday weekend. And here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are at the tail end of autumn, which means we're at the tail end of metal season. Metal is the energy dominant in nature at this time. And it is a descending energy. It's the energy of release and letting go, which we notice in nature when we look at the trees and the days getting shorter. So it is traditionally a time to release, but part of the experience of letting go what we don't need is also opening up to a deep appreciation of what we have and what is truly of value. So I'm going to give you a few points that really help both release and let go of negative emotions, and then help re-inspire a sense of not only trust in life, but excitement, inspiration, and kind of like bringing the sunshine back. In fact, the first one we're going to do is a lung point. So the lung meridian is an upper body meridian that runs along the arms to the thumbs, the chest. And in the body, metal energy governs the lungs and the large intestine, which both eliminate excess stuff that we don't need. The skin is also considered related to metal because some people call it the third lung. So the lungs do take in, which is very important, but they also let go of what we don't want. And the first one we're going to do is lung point 2, which is called cloud gate. And it literally is like when you've got a dark cloud over your head, over your life, and you just need the sunshine to come back. This is what this does. So it helps to release grief. In fact, most of the lung points are related to releasing and processing grief, because grief is emotion associated with metal. And so this, like I said, is like moving the clouds away and revealing the sunshine back. So it also improves your self-esteem, and it really helps to reconnect with your inner light. So if you think of clouds covering the sun, when they're removed, our light is revealed. So it's putting you back in touch with what inspires you, your deep essence of spirit that is always there, even when the clouds are heavy. So this is a particularly good point for depression or just unease. And I know sometimes the holidays can be very, very tough. So all these points will be good for that. So lung 2, cloud gate, it's a pretty easy one to find. I'm going to exaggerate my clavicle. This is the clavicle, the collarbone. So here's the clavicle and here's my shoulder, and the point's right between the two. So here's the bones. It's on both sides. So sometimes you can hold them both like that. And basically, I massage them with fingers. Sometimes I hold them like that, particularly if I'm just needing a little fresh air, if I'm feeling just kind of heavy. It's a great point to hold. I also, sometimes we'll use massage balls on the points here. So you can take that and just massage right into it. If you've got 2, you could even put them right in those divots and then lie down on your stomach, which could be very nice. Don't want to forget the other side. So generally, I massage them. I mean, I just kind of hold on to them whenever I think about it. But if you're really actively working with this point, you could massage it for about 1 to 3 minutes. And I always do that in a circular motion. You can also tap on the points. And I think it's best to really experiment and use your intuition. Sometimes it helps to really push and really feel the point, and other times I actually get more effect if I just touch lightly, particularly when I'm using like an aromatherapy oil. Let's see, this helps to regulate the lungs. It can also help if you are coughing, which is common to get some upper chest congestion, when it starts getting colder, it can help with asthma symptoms as well. So this is Cloud Gate, Lung 2, restoring a positive outlook and reigniting a sense of inspiration and even awe. All right, so that's Lung 2. And then we're going to go back to Lung 1 because it's easier to find once you've found Lung 2. Okay, so this is Lung 2, right in that junction. Lung point number 1 is like a thumbprint down and over. So you're going to down and over. And actually, if you put your finger right in that Lung 2 point and just kind of slide it down, you will find a little divot. On me, it's right here. So this is Lung 1. I'm going to hold one side with my thumb and one side with my index finger. This is called the middle palace. And the middle palace is considered the palace of the heart. So this is a very nurturing, very loving kind of energy. Again, it helps to release grief or any kind of heaviness. And what this really does is restore your sense of connection to all beings, particularly connection to spirit. It restores that sense of trust in life and allows you to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the world, which is the gift of metal. A metal energy always challenges us to really process emotions relating to loss. So that could be grief, it could be disorientation or just discomfort. You know, it always is challenging. Even positive change involves a certain amount of loss. So these are both really good points. Lung 2, Cloud Gate up here, and then right down 1 over 1, Lung 1, middle palace. So those can help too if you're dealing with anything challenging over the holidays, if you feel a little blue, that will reignite your spirit. Okay, another metal meridian is the large intestine meridian. And one of the most famous points, and some of you may be very familiar with it, it is it's in the webbing, right in the center of the webbing between your thumb and index finger, both hands. These are all bilateral points. And this is often used for headaches. And it is called joining valley. You're in a little valley there, but it's also known as the great eliminator. So this is excellent for any type of elimination process, any type of elimination of toxins. And I always look at the points from more of a psycho-spiritual perspective. So this is a great point for releasing negativity, any negative or toxic emotions. This warning, this is not one to do when you're pregnant. So both in Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, anything that is bringing energy down or releasing is not advised during pregnancy until you get to the very end, when you actually want a baby to release from your body. But until then, keep it in. So don't do this one if you are pregnant. If you're not, go ahead and you can squeeze. This is often what I do when I have a headache. And I think some people even use this for seasickness, I believe. So you can hold it. And when I really have an intense headache, I actually put a fair amount of pressure there, and you can kind of push back into the bone. You can also massage circularly. And this is just a great one to do to just let go of emotional or mental tension. It gives you a greater sense of confidence and resilience and more spaciousness. So whenever you let go of something, you get more spaciousness, which comes to our last point, which in case on Thanksgiving, if you eat a lot and don't feel very spacious in your stomach, I wanted to make sure I had one digestive helping acupressure point. And we're going to do, this is not metal. This is from the Ren channel. And we're going to do Ren 12. And it's also pretty easy to find. If you feel your sternum, that breastbone, and come to the very base of it, So mine's about there. This point is halfway between your belly button and the base of your sternum. So on me, it's about there. And all you do, no, just tip this a little bit so you can really see it, is just massage that. And this is really good for almost all digestive issues. So flatulence, indigestion, bloating. It even helps with heartburn. It even supposedly helps if you have the hiccups, just massaging this point. So when you do any of the points, whenever you're working with energy, the breath is very important. So I usually close my eyes, I massage, I take deep breaths, and just notice your stomach relaxing. Hopefully that will be helpful. I'd be very curious if this does come in handy, if you could just email me and jot me a note if that helps with any post-food coma issues on Thursday. I want to wish you all a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's been kind of a challenging fall with all the wars and tension in the world. So be sure to be kind to yourself and do something kind for someone else. We're all in this together. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.